Yo, welcome back to the Lost Talks podcast, episode 73.
Gang, how you doing, guys?
Alive
Alive and well. It's fucking hot as shit outside. Not really, but
hot as shit is a little wild.
Hot and windy and cold.
yeah, shit just
It's weird, yeah. It's cold and hot at the same time. But it was a nice day.
It's
though,
nice.
It's just it's funny because like in Canada, it's cold as fuck for most of the winter. We're still technically in winter, but we have a couple like warmer days. And as soon as this happens, and it happens every fucking year, we get like the first warm day of the year. It's like no one's ever experienced this before.
Yeah.
And it's like,
There's a term
holy
for
shit.
it, right?
Holy shit. I'm in my t-shirt. And it's
yeah,
like
there's a term for it, but I just don't know what it is.
it's like everyone's so surprised
Yeah, I saw a guy in a sleeveless shirt today.
that it's warm outside,
And I was
and we're
like,
like, dude, this
it's not
happens
that
every
fucking serious.
this happens every year.
There's a term for it on the other, like
Yeah.
in November. It's called Indian summer or whatever. When it's like really warm and in the fall or winter. I know there's I think there's a term for the other side of it too. When it's like gets really warm. At the
I just
end of,
always found it
winter.
funny the way people react.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool. I'm excited to
Yeah,
get out
I
of this
just- I
season.
already feel great.
You just have more energy.
Yeah,
Just like
immediately.
immediately, right?
Yeah, man.
Dude, the cold just like fucking sucks the energy out of you.
So I think it goes back to what we were talking about a while ago about hibernation. Like I think that's kind of what we do during this time. Like
Yeah.
low key, we shut down, even though we have to get up and do shit.
Yeah.
Like internally, we're all just and any like I know like when it's super cold, like most days I'm just chilling in bed,
mean,
a couple extra minutes.
I mean,
you know?
think about like
Yeah,
what our ancestors like old like people that used to live here, or sorry, that lived here before all this shit, and it was the winter season, hunter gatherer type shit. Like they probably didn't do much during the winter. They
they
probably
stocked up, bro.
chilled in a
Yeah.
cave and or whatever, and just stocked up, yeah, and essentially hibernated.
Yeah. Yeah,
Basically.
they probably that's mostly what it probably would have looked like.
Yeah.
Like some type of hibernation, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Need to get back to that.
I mean,
Yeah.
we were for a year, so I don't know why we didn't just do it this winter. We should have just tried it out, like, because we were all at home anyway. Should have just been like, yo, let's hibernate. Like,
It would have been nice. I think
Yeah.
we all needed that.
Yeah.
and especially because they, they got us to go into the second lockdown. They should have just said, you know what, fuck it, just even instead of a lockdown, just sleep. Just sleep for a couple months, and
Sleep.
we'll wake you guys up when we got a vaccine and shit.
You can go back to work in 3 months or something.
Yeah.
That'd be great to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. But no, this is real life, unfortunately.
It's even like, did you go to a school where you had naps during school?
I did.
You
Like
did?
at what age or grade? you
Like
talking
what
about?
at kindergarten, I think they.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Kindergarten or preschool or something.
Yeah.
Like
If it's
that,
kindergarten, yes. I believe we had some sort of nap.
Like I feel like we should
Wasn't
have had
long.
naps in
Yeah.
school.
Forever.
Naps was like 20 minutes. I don't remember how long it was.
Yeah.
We really should have had naps forever, though.
Instead of that, drop everything and read. It should have just been drop everything and sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's what most people were doing anyway.
I think, yeah, as like an adult, I think it's good to have. It's good to have. People do that though in college. They'll just go nap in a fucking.
That's what I mean. I
Library
picked
or
it
So
up.
I
some
do
shit.
that now.
I picked it up in
Yeah.
high school, I think, because when you're doing, you gotta wake up at 7 a.m. and you're going to sleep at 2 a.m. in grade 12, 11 and shit. So I started taking naps every time I came home from school, and then I just
like around
transitioned
4.
that into like university and shit, and still today, like most days, I take a nap.
I took a nap today.
Yeah. Even if it's just a 30, a 45, just like relax a little bit, because
Yeah. I just hop into my bed for. Even if
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
fall asleep,
Yeah.
I'll just hop into
just
my
rest, yeah.
bed for like 45 minutes, an hour or so, and then I'll be like, all right, do I still want to chill or
Yeah.
do I
Yeah.
want to get up?
Oh man. So topics, we were gonna talk about the butterfly effect, and every time I think about it, it fucking blows my mind. Like it actually blows my mind because it's like one little thing can just like completely change. Because you ever think about, oh, if you didn't go here or do this thing, you could be in a completely different
Yeah.
situation. Completely different.
Yeah.
Like every little micro decision, like fuck, how do we know that that if you decided to eat Lucky Charms instead of like fucking Cheerios, your whole life could have been different.
And not even that, like
Some next shit like that.
if your mom picked Cheerios, or if the grocery store didn't have Cheerios, so you had to pick Lucky Charms that day, you know, like little things that you don't even have control of that can change immense things in your life, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, yeah.
Can we think of any examples of like big decisions that would have like spiraled? I'm starting to think. Like, I always say that if I was born literally, because my birthday is December 27th, so if I was born literally just a few days later, I would have been in a whole different year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which then would have meant I'm in a different class.
Yeah.
Year.
Yeah.
Which means I would have met different friends, which means I could have been hanging out with different people, which means I would have different interests, which means I could be doing something completely different now.
Yeah, I have one
which
exactly
is crazy.
like that, yeah.
I could be, I don't know if I'd be like any more successful or whatever. Like, it's hard to say. Obviously, you don't know, but you know, I could be shooting up heroin right now. Like, who knows, bro?
Just cause.
Just cause, bro. Who knows? Probably not. But
for me, I always think about what would happen if I didn't go to the school I went to, the high school I went to. Because everybody told me, yo, go to Wexford. I got into Wexford. I got accepted. I could have went to Wexford.
yeah.
You would have been on Vampire Diaries right now, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I think I would have been up. Like,
Bro,
if I just
everyone
went to
out that
Wexford.
school is like lit. Like, not everyone, but like
But a good amount of people.
way more than most Scarborough schools.
Yeah.
Because most Scarborough schools have like nobody.
Yeah.
And I mean, nobody. Except maybe Wexford. I mean, you guys help me if you know any other schools.
There's no other schools that have like
maybe
bare
Birchmount.
people.
Maybe Birchmount.
It's all just like people are scattered out through
A 1-2.
Yeah, based
Yeah.
on where they went to school, like where they were from.
That school is so isolated with talent for some reason. I mean, I know why. It's all the art, all the entertainers and the arts people go there, which end up being like the most famous type of people, right? Because I mean, I'm sure there's like successful like lawyers and bankers or whatever in other schools, but you just don't know. You know, they're not famous, so you don't know. They might be making good money.
Yeah.
100K a year, get a house.
But there was no there's no high schools recruiting like the top people either like that. So, but Wexford was recruiting like, you know, top entertainment kids.
The thing that's crazy to me is that I went to the school like down the street from Wexford instead.
Yeah.
And I always thought like crazy. I wouldn't have like met my girlfriend. I would have met Zach. I would have, but he wouldn't be like a close friend.
Yeah.
Why at
Just because of people that he knows at Wexford, people that I know at Wexford.
Oh yeah, okay.
So we would have definitely
That's true.
interacted. I probably would have had him as a friend on Facebook or something.
He has those links at Wexford.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be like friends with him. It would just be like this guy I know that I've
true.
seen at a party.
Yeah.
That's
and
true.
shit like that.
That's true.
So I'm just like, that's wild. Like,
Yeah.
just to think your life could be totally different. Yeah, and I might be on. Like,
Yeah.
I might be in Vampire Diaries.
Some trash show.
I could have been in fucking Gossip Girl or something.
Degrassi.
I could.
What if you were Drake?
What if I became Drake?
Yeah.
It could have happened. I always think that's the one. That's the one that hits me.
What if you were meant to be Wheelchair Jimmy? Shit.
Hey.
But didn't go anywhere. You were just Wheelchair Jimmy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it. Imagine if that was his only legacy. Like, you just run it back. Drake was just Wheelchair Jimmy.
What if he decided to fuck this rap shit? He didn't want to do it. He wanted to pursue the acting.
I don't think he would have. Do you think he would have made it far?
No,
No.
Acting? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure he's a decent actor, but he's not like
I couldn't see him like in a movie.
he's not like a
Yeah.
next level actor.
Yeah,
I don't think it would have happened. I mean, he's a very he's just a talented dude in general, so I'm sure he would have went somewhere. But I don't know about he wouldn't have hit stardom in the acting world at the level he's at in the music world. Mm-hmm. Probably not. Mm-hmm. Probably not. Might be like, C-list.
yeah.
Something like that.
Have you guys seen the Butterfly Effect movie?
No.
Oh,
I actually have it. We should react to it, or you've seen it.
I've kind of seen it. I haven't watched all of it. That's like Zach's like one of Zach's like favorite movies.
Yeah.
Zach likes. He's gonna hate me for saying this, but I tell him this all the time. He likes some of like the worst movies.
Like what? Like what? What else is he like?
It's not even like the worst. Like he just likes like movies that just like
Donnie Darko. Like
nah, they're just like
he loves that movie.
Like Green Hornet.
Is that movie as good as people say? You know, like is it really?
I fuck with Donnie Darko. Yeah,
It's depressing as shit, but
lit.
Yeah,
it is a good movie.
Yeah, he likes movies like that. He likes what was the one? Fuck. Disturbia.
Really?
Like movies,
with Shia LaBeouf?
like movies that like
he loves Shia LaBeouf.
That's
like movies that should have been good.
Yeah,
but then they weren't critically acclaimed.
Yeah, it was like. But then there's a good movie.
Then there's still some people who are like, yeah,
but
like,
he's like,
yo, that shit's
Disturbia.
And Zach is one of those people who are like, yo, that shit's kind of sick. Yeah,
came into a Zach roast pod out of nowhere.
But like, yeah, and he loves Shia
Supposed to be
LaBeouf
talking
and
about Doctor
Transformers.
Doom and Voldemort, bro.
You know, he loves like Transformers.
Okay.
What was that one with The Rock and that other guy?
Because is Shia LaBeouf in that? He is.
Guns or something.
Shia LaBeouf's in it. He just likes Shia LaBeouf.
He loves Shia LaBeouf.
That's why. You don't like Transformers. You just like Shia LaBeouf.
I don't know if we should be putting him out because Shia LaBeouf's going through some shit right now. So I don't know if we should be putting Zach out like that right now. Maybe, yeah.
She has FKA Twigs, right?
Yeah.
That the whole conspiracy.
I think
the
some
whole
other people
scandal.
came out too. Yeah.
Other people came out.
I don't know. I can't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's one of those ones where you. It's bad to say, but it's like I don't need to like look into, there's people where you're like, I can't believe it, so I gotta read all the facts. But then like Shia LaBeouf, like I don't need to read it.
Kind of
like,
a nut. Like I can see it. I can see it. He's a troubled guy.
Yeah.
He's clearly he does weird shit.
And also, he admitted
emotionally unstable.
Yeah, he admitted that he was unstable or whatever. Like
He's
even
very
before she
emotionally
did like
unstable.
the whole detail about it and stuff. So
I can see him. He has a fucking anger, bro. You could just see it. He has anger issues for sure. So
I mean, yeah, this is what that child actor life does to you. But
Even Stevens, man.
yeah,
it's not justified, but still, like even Stevens, doesn't he love that too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He likes just everything Shia. Everything Shia.
Everything Shia does
holes.
in his private life.
He has like the just do it in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hard clip. Still.
That's a hard clip.
Yeah.
That shit's timeless.
Yeah.
That shit's timeless. You could play that like so long in the future, it'll still be
I remember
relevant.
And this is my last roast on Zach. But again, you can tell him. I've already told him this before. I've said this about him.
Dude, he listens to the pod, bro.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. I'll never forget the day this guy called me and tried to get me to go see The Last Airbender. I was like, yo.
He's like, yo, bro.
They're like, bro, we're going to the movies. Okay. I was like, oh, okay, sick.
wait. So you're like, he's like, we're going to movies. You're like, cool. And then he's like, okay, you're like, what movie?
Yeah.
And then he's like, The Last Airbender.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, you're not getting me out of my house.
And why did he want to see that?
I told all of our friends are going. I was like, bro, guys, it's gonna be a waste of your time. I was like, don't fucking go to that movie.
Everyone knows it's
They're
bad.
like, bro, just come to the movie. And I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna go to that movie. Let's watch something else. Like, I'll come through and watch something else.
I appreciate that. You're one of those mans that's like they really value
My time.
your time, but also the money you're spending on a ticket.
Yeah, bro.
Like you don't want to waste even just $10 on a shitty movie.
Yeah.
It's one thing. It's one thing to watch a bad movie if mans were like, "Yo, let's go watch The Room" or whatever, right?
Yeah,
For
exactly.
example,
Yeah,
that's cool.
The Room is different.
But Avatar is
Yeah.
like that's childhood. That's like sacred. That's like you don't want to see something like it just won't be fun. Even if it's like a bad movie, like you just won't enjoy it. You know, like I watched a part of the Dragon Ball movie. I'm like, I can't do this to myself.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
It's like there's certain things where you're just like you can't touch them. You know, like
Exactly, man.
yeah.
Even with that, I could just tell from the trailers. Like, I just watched the trailer, and I told him that. I'm like, bro, have you seen the trailer?
Bro, they call him Ong.
I'm like, it's garbage.
They don't even say his name right.
I'm like, dude, this is gonna be trash. And then they're trying to get me to come. I'm like, no, I'm not coming. Like, I'm not. They're like, all right, bro.
They call him Ong, bro.
I see them on Monday at school.
They're like,
Bro, that shit was trash. Exactly.
They're like, shit.
I was just gonna like, do you think that won't be allowed anymore now? I mean, so like Aang technically isn't Asian or Chinese or whatever, but
all anime's just like that.
But, and then also, Nickelodeon is American, but it's also, I think it was a collaboration between like an anime and American studio or whatever. But do you think that
I always think of it as
like
a
live action remake nowadays, like of an anime or like that kind of genre, they would do like white character casting, like?
Yeah, do you think they would do that?
Would? Yeah.
If, worst case, they do like a half Asian kid, play in that gray area.
Yeah.
You know, make him kind of like ethnic, but he's still white.
I watched a commentary today on the Mulan movie. Bro, that shit was horrible.
Oh man,
the Mulan movie.
Yeah, with all the crazy shit that was going on.
Did that come out? That came out already.
That came out last year.
But no one saw it because of COVID.
Exactly.
And it came out on Disney
Plus.
You had to buy it for like $30 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Disney Plus, you had to buy it.
Yeah. It's just a horrible movie.
Pay for Disney Plus and then buy movies on.
Yeah.
It's a horrible movie because they're like, we're gonna try to represent their people. We're gonna try to keep it like historical.
Disney doesn't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to that shit.
Bro, it's horrible.
You cannot rely on Disney to, bless you. You cannot rely on Disney to get like historic things accurate. They've never fucking done it right. Yeah. From what I understand, Disney just rushes the shit out of their movies just to get them out, and they just flex their dollars so hard to get it out as quick as possible.
Yeah.
They don't even take the time to like do that kind of research. They'll hire a bunch of people to do the production design or whatever, and if it's a historic piece, they're just like, fuck it, yo, it's for kids. Who cares?
Yeah, shit was just.
That's literally how they treat it.
It was like a mix between like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and like Ip Man.
The fuck is that?
And like
Ip Man.
Ip Man. You don't know Ip Man?
Ip Man. No.
Put that on your list, bro.
That's a movie.
Yeah, we gotta watch that.
Is it?
That's a what react, bro.
Yeah,
that's for it, right? Yeah.
Ip Man. Where's it made?
Where do they make that? In China?
It's China, I think. Yeah.
It's a Chinese movie.
It's a legend. It's like a movie about Bruce Lee's teacher.
I haven't seen many Chinese movies, to be honest.
Come on, Ian. You gotta get on the market.
He's like this guy who has like these bunch of legends, before he kind of founded a type of like kung fu, and he taught it to Bruce Lee, who like popularized it. But like he has these like low key Chinese legends, and it's like 4 movies, and they're all crazy.
Is it It's older?
No, 2010 to I don't know, like the recent one was like 2 years, like a year or 2 years or something ago. Yeah.
I'll watch it. Yeah.
Bro.
Let's react to it. Do you think people would watch it?
Oh fuck yeah!
Is there like a cult following for it?
People love Ip Man. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, I'm hyped.
One of my favorite series of movies.
Same.
Yeah,
I didn't see the Mike Tyson one because I was like, okay, this is a little bit too much.
It's sick though.
I heard it was sick.
Yeah, Mike Tyson's in the last one.
Oh, so it's a trilogy.
Yeah.
I think it's like 3 or 4 movies.
Yeah, I think there's 4. Yeah.
Bro, we gotta watch it, yo. Let's do it.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, because it's one of my favorite like movie series where each one is consistently good.
Yeah. If you're on YouTube right now, comment below what kind of movies we should react to. Yeah. Because we react to movies.
And series are probably good, because
we like series. We like series. The Harry Potter series has been good to watch. The Raid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But have you seen The Raid 2?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I've seen Raid.
I want to just watch it.
Yeah. Those are good react movies.
Have you seen Headshot?
Headshot, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
True. I saw that at TIFF.
Oh, sick.
Actually, with Zach.
Sick.
Actually, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? It's made by the same... I think it's the same... No, it's the same actor, not director. Same actor as The Raid.
Yeah. I saw it on... It was on Netflix for a little bit.
It's... what is it? Is it Vietnamese?
No, Indonesian.
Indonesian. My bad.
Yeah.
You're right. It's good.
Yeah. But yeah, no, all those movies are sick. Yo, Kevin, and we're gonna have. Sorry, guys, we're doing the martial arts talk quick. Do you remember that movie Sampreet showed us a few years ago? It was another martial arts movie, and I can't remember. It was like I think it was Chinese, some Chinese dude in it, and like he was in some like competition, like some underground fighting competition. I can't remember.
Fighting competition.
I probably have to just ask Sampreet. I've been trying to look for this shit for years. I've been trying to find it. I can't find it.
I feel like we just found our new niche, bro.
I just remember the Keanu Reeves one.
Was he in that movie?
Yeah, the man of something.
I think you're right.
Is that the one?
Keanu Reeves was in it.
Yeah. I think he produced it or
Kung
something.
Fu?
Some Man of Tai Chi or Man of Kung Fu, one of those.
Man of Tai Chi.
Yeah.
I think it was Man of Tai Chi.
I think, that sounds right.
Keanu Reeves got his hands in it.
Yeah.
Bro, Keanu Reeves is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not John Wick. I mean, it's actually John Wick.
The John Wick stuff is cool, but his other shit, I fuck with a bit more.
Yeah.
Like,
I love John Wick. You don't
I
like
love
John Wick?
No, I like John Wick like everybody else, but I still fuck with like Neo.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
I still fuck with Neo. I still fuck with Man of Tai Chi.
Yeah. Or
Keanu.
Yeah. One of
pretty
the,
sure
we'll
that's
look
what
it up
it is.
later. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But that movie was sick when we watched it. That movie was fucking sick.
Yeah.
I just love just martial arts movies. Just great stuff in them. But anyways, I wanted to do a quick revisit. Quick one for the Scary Hours 2 Drizzy.
Okay.
Just a quick one. Because I felt like after listening to some of the songs just a little bit more, I have a better sense of what I'm feeling about the project that I feel like I was not able to express last week. What's next? That song's actually pretty cool. Still not my favorite though.
It's gonna get played to death.
But it's a cool song.
Yeah, it's gonna get played to death.
I think what threw me off about that beat was it felt like a Lil Uzi, Playboy Cardi type of thing. And it also made me wonder. I wonder what an Uzi and Drake track would sound like.
Yeah.
It might be interesting.
they've never made a track together, right?
Never. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that might be interesting.
I don't even know if they even fuck with each other.
I'm sure they do.
They've never like exchanged words really publicly.
Nah, not that I know of.
I don't think.
But I
so.
don't think they would have like an issue with each other. But either way.
True.
Next track, the Lil Baby one.
Yeah, it's been off for a while.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure that out.
The Lil Baby one. That beat is really, really sick.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's one of my favorite beats I've heard in a little while from Drake. And what else did I want to say about that one? Nothing else other than, yeah, it's really fucking sick. And the last one, Lemon Pepper Freestyle, might be one of Drake's best-ish verses in a little while.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
And there was one line on there that I thought we could talk about today, which was, I think I have it on my phone. 1 second.
I think I was gonna ask like what song had the best bars from
Definitely.
Drizzy?
Definitely.
The freestyle?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't What's Next. It was basically between that one and Wants and Needs.
Yeah, Wants and Needs. His flow on that was just cool. Like, he just found a little pocket that nobody else could find, you know?
Yeah.
When Drake said, these days fame is disconnected from excellence, which I thought was very interesting.
Right.
Because a lot of the time, I feel like we have been disconnected as of recent from what fame used to be. It used to be like you were the best at something.
Okay.
But now you're just on for...
You have the most YouTube views.
Yeah,
you have the
or
most TikTok subscribers.
You did something stupid online. Or...
There's no, you don't need that. Before it had to be like, oh, who is this person? He's the best at this. She's the best at blank. Or they did this the most or whatever. But now it's like, oh, why is this person famous? Oh, because... I don't know. They did some dumb shit.
They did some dumb shit. Like, literally.
Yeah.
So I thought that line was really sick. Just because it really makes you think about just the times that we're in. And I hate to use this as an example, but it's the best one to use right now. It's just, people that are just getting clout and shit like that off of TikTok and doing stupid ass challenges and shit like that, or I hate to say this, glue in your fucking hair. As scary as that is.
Yeah, and as much as that wasn't for the clout.
Yeah, as much as that was not for the clout. You are now known.
It still happened though.
Yeah.
And you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
That gave you clout.
Yeah.
A dumb mistake gives you clout.
Yeah.
Like a fucking unintentional, dumb ass mistake.
Yeah.
Will get you clout.
It's something I was literally thinking about that today when I was scrolling through TV. I'm like, my 600-pound life, and I was just looking for something before this Twitch stream came on. I was just looking for something to put on where I'm like, okay, it's not like I don't have to change the channel or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like all these fucking channels, like even Nat Geo, Discovery, they're all like dumb shows sometimes, you know? Like you can't just put on something like actually educational on TV, you know, or like something about, you know, something about something, you know?
Nah, they care more about.
And people watch this shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all those educational channels, the Learning Channel, the fucking Nat Geo, the Discovery. They're all reality, right? So it's all about those views on their end. So that like the fucking educational shit, it's like 10-20% of what they do is, or what they put out is educational. The rest is fucking Honey Boo Boo, bro. I know it shows off the air, but like that was that shit was like. When that was out, that was their top.
Little People, Big World.
That was their top, 90 Day Fiance.
Like, I get it, you know, like some of this shit.
My mom and my girl crushed that
like, I get it. Like, if you watch it, you're hooked. Like, I get it. You know, I get it. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not going to fight anybody.
I can't lie. I used to be Operation Repo. Oh, my God. I was obsessed. And I just got stuck in it, man.
Yeah.
And this is all fake. Nobody was actually repossessing any of these cars, but it was just, I was just too deep.
I don't blame them though,
wars,
you know. You got to think about the TV world, the cable world is dying.
Storage wars.
They have to fucking.
Why was that good? Why is that good, bro?
Sorry,
bro. Storage wars was actually sick.
It was actually kind of sick.
I don't get it.
Dad, I actually thought about I might.
I might start doing auctions. My dad fucking loves that show, and that show was so big they had 2 or 3 branches off from it. They had Storage Wars Canada. They had Storage Wars, fucking Miami or New York or some other. Bro. Well, I'm like, what is this, CSI, bro? Like they got the branches, bro. Like
because they know, because they literally know that they could Texas, like go to a city and they'll find some weird ass people and they'll do some funny shit with, and it's like just a format that could be taken anywhere. Like it was so genius.
Pawn Stars.
Do you see Zach texted you? I wonder if he saw.
Nah. That's about the.
Okay.
I can't tell you on the.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
But yeah, bro.
Pawn Stars. That was another one.
Pawn Stars is cool. Yeah.
You know which one I always wanted to watch, but I never watched? The one with the guys that do the fishing shit out in like the storms.
Oh, Deadliest Catch.
Yeah, Deadliest Catch.
I never watched it, but
I've always been like, yo, that shit looks intense.
Even that, like that Yukon Gold one or whatever. Like, and
Ice Road Truckers.
Yeah.
Ice Road Truckers. That one's sick. They're actually on like 401, and they're like, and you realize 401's fucking dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
And you don't really take it in because I'm on it like all the time and shit. Yeah. And it's apparently like one of that most hectic freeways in the world. Apparently,
wild.
Which is wild, and we just drive it all the time, and it's actually it's one of the more infamous highways in North America, at least, for accidents and just bad weather and all this other shit.
That's what, like, every time I see that show, I'm like, yo, how do they produce this much content like consistently? Like they know that they're gonna get this much TV time like out of this one fucking highway, but they do it, and then you're like, I guess because there's bare accidents all the time.
Create these narratives.
Yeah,
because there's that show too, like 401 something, like accidents. It's just they just show all the accidents on 401. Yeah, on the 401. Yeah, like there's multiple 401 specific shows, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. There's literally enough.
Yeah.
It's one of the longest highways in the world. That's why I believe we're like straight. It's fucking huge, man.
Yeah.
So, back to your topic.
Yeah.
Because we went on a tangent there about reality shows.
I mean, it's all related, basically.
It's all related. I see that as...
This is the world that we live in. That made
complete sense to me.
So, remind me what the line was. My bad if you had to pull it up.
Oh, no. These days fame... disconnected from excellence.
These days fame is disconnected. Okay.
So it's like you no longer have to be actually good at something.
Yeah.
To make it these days, you just have to, like we were saying, just do shit.
That's facts. This is blatant facts.
Yeah.
There's so many. I think it's always been like that. Actually.
I don't know if it's always.
Has it always been like that?
You think? I think of the days of. Michael Jackson.
What was the time when we were talking music? Yeah, I guess let's just stick
Whitney
on music.
Houston's.
Okay.
Well, and even like going before that, like
even before that,
but you like when pop music started in like the 1890s or whatever, 1920s. It's like, before that if you were a popular musician, that you were the best at what you did. It wasn't like, I wrote a catchy song. That only happened. Pop music kind of started technically when people were writing like sheet music that you could sell and then play in your houses. Okay. So there were like pop songs that were just like sheets of music. So there were people who were making bank off of just writing songs and lyrics so that you could sing in your homes and shit. Yeah. So that's where pop music technically started. But yeah, like, it really became a thing when Michael Jackson and that era really started, right? Like, because to an extent, there were like pop bands and things like that, but they still had to get better at what they did. Like I think what we've seen in the past 20, 30 years or 40 years is like artists who don't need to get better at something or don't need to be good, like don't even need to reach a threshold of like being talented artistically or musically, right? Like,
do you guys think pop artists, and this might be a total like diss, you guys think pop and pop artists have like on average have like maybe the least amount of musical talent of any other genre, and it's more like they've cracked the code to make a viral song and a viral sound with the people around them?
I don't think
right?
so.
Because like
it's hard to say.
Pop artists have, I mean, everyone does, but pop artists have a bunch of people doing. Because most pop artists are literally just vocalists, and that's it. A lot of the big ones.
I get what you're saying, but to a certain degree, they all have to be kind of talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's a weird thing too, right? Because like the ones who make it to the top, you can't get by on being average at everything, right? You gotta be like there's a certain level of mentality that you have to develop to become like an actual pop star, right?
There are
like,
talented pop stars, don't get me wrong. Like Rihanna, pretty talented, you know what I mean? she's fucking
say it like that.
She's pretty talented, Rihanna's pretty talented. Sorry, this is kind of hitting me different.
The bangies,
the bangerang,
let me
bro.
do a quick topic change. I got feedback from somebody that they hate the way that you say Toronto. You say it weird, apparently. I'm just letting you know.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Are they from Toronto?
Yeah, they're from here.
Interesting. Well, I don't say the second T.
People, they said they feel like you pronounce every letter and you say it.
Toronto? I don't think you say Toronto.
I do That's not. What I'm saying. I do not say Toronto. I've never said Toronto.
I feel like I've heard him say Toronto.
Maybe. I don't know.
I feel like I've heard a couple T's come out of your mouth.
Toronto.
For fuck's I mean, roast everybody on the radio that says Toronto. Because you know how many Canadians say Toronto? Like a lot.
It's Toronto.
Dude, so many Canadians say Toronto, bro. Like so many.
I feel like I think
people who are
Toronto.
Canadians that are not from Toronto say Toronto. You know, like so many people from Vancouver will say Toronto.
They're from Vancouver.
We're
probably saying Vancouver wrong.
How the fuck do you say?
No, we're not. The Coos.
Yeah, they're like, yo, bro, these guys can't even say Vancouver, bro.
I say Toronto. Toronto.
You know, it's not something I ever thought about until that topic came up. Whenever people started talking about it, like, yo, how do you say it? Do you say like Toronto or like Toronto or Toronto? Yeah. I never thought about it until then. I was like, and then I still don't. I never thought about it until you said it again. And I was just saying it to myself, like, how do I say it? I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know.
I say it fine.
I feel like I've let a couple T's off in my life.
Probably.
The T is like Toronto. The last thing I'm saying wrong. I might just say it really quickly and slur it, but. Toronto.
I just say the 6.
Yeah.
Toronto Uprising. Toronto.
You have to change it to Toronto. Toronto.
How you guys feel about this whole fucking... I know he's going to have the funniest reaction. How you guys feel about this whole 6ix9ine Meek Mill beef?
I don't feel anything.
Is that Battle of the Dumbasses or what?
We should be talking about Soulja Boy and Randy Orton.
Real tag beef. Team match, bro. Okay, you tag team match. You got 6ix9ine.
Oh my god.
And Randy Orton versus Soulja Boy.
Oh my god.
and Meek Mill.
No one wins.
Who's winning, bro? Who's winning in that tag team boxing match or whatever?
Devil.
The white man.
Yeah, exactly. The white man.
Who's winning?
The white devil.
Who's winning that fight, bro?
Nobody's winning.
I feel like Randy Orton would kick all their asses still.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, Randy Orton's actually like a fighter in some degree.
Fucking whack.
I think 6ix9ine would get wrecked so hard. I feel like Soulja Boy would just pull up with the strap and start shooting everyone.
That's what he needs to do. And that's just what it is.
Yeah. He even shoot his teammate.
Randy Orton said some racist shit the other day, though.
No way.
Yeah. He was talking about Soulja Boy, and he was like, yo, he's like, I know, Crank That did numbers years ago.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that the money that you had from that song, your baby mamas have taken from you.
Jeez.
And everybody was like, that's kind of racist.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy does not even have a single baby mother.
He doesn't, eh?
No.
I didn't assume he did, but I didn't know.
He assumed.
I assumed?
No, he did.
Oh, he did, yeah.
That's a bad assumption.
That was a bad assumption.
Yeah. He's not even that old.
He's like 30.
Yeah.
Not even. He's like 29.
Soulja Boy's not 30 yet, is he?
No, I he's like 28 or 29.
I think he's born in 90, I think.
He's even older than I thought he was. I thought he was like 27 or some shit. I thought he was like your age.
He's like a year or two older than us. Yeah. Some shit like that. Or 3.
Okay.
I mean, he started in like 2006, right? So.
Yeah.
Well, it's impressive that he doesn't have a kid.
That's what I'm saying.
It's actually impressive. It's actually impressive.
Chief Keef had 2 before.
Maybe he's sterile.
He popped at
Maybe
15.
He can't have kids or something.
This is the anniversary. How many years ago? 9 years ago or something like that, or 6? I don't know. Fucking Don't Like came out today.
9 must have been
9 years
or 10. Yeah,
or 10. I don't know. So that was an amazing time.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Fredo.
Fuck.
Yeah, crazy. But yeah, that came out 9 years ago.
Yeah.
9 years ago. And
that means Gucci Gang came out a few months somewhere around there too,
that's what I was gonna say.
That's what put us on to everything, bro.
I was about to say. That's what Soulja Boy.
Soulja. In case you thought that, in case other people didn't know, like who, if people didn't realize that he put everybody on to everybody else, it's because they weren't there for him at the beginning when he did it. Like they just saw the after effects of like
Montana of 300.
Yeah.
A rapper from Chicago said, yo, low key, Soulja Boy doesn't get enough respect. He put all the Chicago rappers on.
Yeah.
Before Kanye.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
he put 2 of them on in that song.
And I'm like, that is fucking facts.
Yeah. He had the Migos before everybody. Yep. That Drake interview or the
all that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to go back to that shit all the time, but Soulja Boy's done nothing but spit facts for years.
He's like the fourth Migos, essentially.
Basically,
he was the
fourth. The fifth. I would say the fifth.
The fifth. Who was the fourth?
Like Rich the Kid, or this other dude. I
Rich
can't remember his name right now.
Rich the Kid too.
Yeah, he was rapping with Rich the Kid. He had bare tracks with all these guys. Famous Dex, all those guys.
And Drake stole his flow.
Yep.
Drake stole his flow, and we love Drake over here at the Lost and Talks podcast.
You don't love Drake, you love Soulja Boy.
But we're even saying Drake stole his flow.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what's really going.
Yeah. Whoa. Wow.
Shit.
Don't ever.
I knew it.
But yeah, man. I really need to actually sit down and write this Soulja Boy essay. Yeah. Because there's just way too much we need to talk about.
Yeah. Dude, do we need to make a video about it?
We need to do a lot of things. We
like with facts and
I'll do a video essay.
A video essay would be sick.
Everything.
So. Yeah.
And you're gonna title it something that's gonna trigger the fuck out of people.
Yeah, the reason why Soulja Boy is the greatest rapper of all time.
Or Soulja Boy has put on every rapper that you love.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that.
Yeah. Why Soulja Boy is the most influential.
And you're gonna draw a spider map, and it's all gonna lead back to Soulja Boy in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
And I'm gonna see you doing a montage on the wall with like fucking strings, and you're gonna be like connecting the dots and be
it's gonna be lit. I can do that.
It's gonna be sick.
If you look at 21st century music, it was like Kanye and then Soulja.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Literally.
And then Drake came.
And then Drake came a bit later.
Yeah.
Drake and
he let everybody know it's okay to, you know.
And then we got
get emotional.
And then we got the Lils. The Lils just came in.
Yeah, we've had a few Lils.
Bunch of Lils came in.
But
some came and went. Some are still.
Actually,
cool.
I would say Soulja Boy then Lil B.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lil B did a lot, but it was less about the people he put on and just like the
even though
the
he
way
put on
he put on bare people, but it was just like how he changed the. I mean, it's hard to that's a hard one to explain. I think you need a little more time to really think about what he's done for the culture.
Soulja Boy the reason that fame is disconnected from excellence?
Shit. Is Soulja Boy?
I don't believe so.
No, I don't. I mean, people have been, one hit wonder.
Do you think his fame
before that?
I understand. Let's just think about it. His fame and excellence. Where's it at?
I feel like
fame outweighs his excellence.
I feel like he's an excellent human.
I know you. I know you're gonna be so biased.
He's
about
an android. He's perfect AI.
He is not perfect. He's not perfect. This dude battles with drug addiction for sure.
Calm down. No, he doesn't.
He is not perfect.
Just as he battles with drug addiction. Can you calm down? Oh no, this guy loves to spread this shit.
Allegations, bro.
Oh my god.
That's for you spreading the whole fucking Gary V pedophilia shit.
Nah, bro. That's more real.
Yeah.
Than that Soulja Boy drug shit. Relax, man. Holy shit. But yeah, is he the reason? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I wouldn't say he's the most excellent being, but I feel like what him and even Lil B taught us was that we could be different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the influence of social media is what ultimately caused that to happen.
I agree.
It's not even like an individual or multiple individuals. I think it's literally just the power of what Instagram.
I would even say YouTube.
Instagram and TikTok now have.
Yeah.
In influencing younger people to know. That's why all these crappy TikTok songs are popular. They're not good songs. Like the artists that are like they barely have any credits, for who they are. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're not talented, maybe like they are in some way, but so much clout coming out of TikTok, for example. The fame is definitely outweighing the excellence there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think social media is to blame ultimately.
Yeah.
And then there's several individuals that have exploited the fuck out of it. 6ix9ine being one of them. Right? 6ix9ine being one of them. I'm sure there's a bunch of other people I'm trying to think of right now.
But I think it's more about the institutions themselves that like set up once they see ways that you can make money. They just adjust to. It's not. It's it's easy to blame or not. It's not easy, but like it's easy to pinpoint like somebody like Soulja Boy and be like, this is where music started to go somewhere else or whatever. But it's not Soulja Boy who set that standard. It's everybody around the whole music industry who's like, oh, look at this person who's doing something that's making money. Like, let's figure out how we can get everybody else to like fill up, create this system where we're sitting at the top and everybody's just feeding us, but they think that they're getting something out of it or they're producing something, but they're just creating a product that serves, like there's that, and like, what you're talking about, like, with Soulja Boy and Lil B telling people to be different. It's like that difference between who owns the influence, who owns the trends of something like music. Is it the artist or is it this machine, like these things like TikTok and things that influence, like I know that there are artists who, I don't know if there are artists who consciously know this or not. I think if you are in that lane, like you should be consciously aware of, if you're trying to make a TikTok song, like at least be aware of that, right? Yeah. Like that's what you're trying to serve. If you like, I want to make a Spotify playlist song, like be aware of that. But I think there are some artists who think they're like, oh, I'm going to be the best artist.
Yeah.
But it's because they're looking up to this standard that isn't actually about excellence. It's about fame, right? And it's like, as long as you're aware of what you're going after, like if you're like, I'm trying to get money, then that shit about like fame and excellence, it's kind of whatever. It's like, if you're just trying to get money, that we get that, like, But if you're trying to, if you there are people who think fame and excellence right now are the same thing, but it's not, right? Like there are people who think that like if you have 1,000 followers, and if you have 100,000 followers, then that person is like automatically better. But those, because of that means you're more famous or something, right? But that doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't. Yeah, I think people need to understand. Yeah, I think you're right. Those two things are getting kind of, they're blending together, and people are not understanding.
And it's a weird thing because it used to be something that kind of was one and the same thing, where you're like, oh, you're famous because you're the best at something, and that's fine. But now it's like, oh, you're famous, but you aren't the best at something, but that's not necessarily because of you. That's because the system that was created for you to be able to make money off of it.
Yeah, some literally, like, some people are literally famous. I mean, I'm sure they have some sort of talent or something that people like. Some likability. Ultimately, being like famous on the internet is some sort of relatability, or you're just a likable person of some sort. Where was I going with this? I totally lost my train of thought.
Thoughts.
Bop. I forgot.
Bust down, Tatiana. I want to see you bust down.
Fuck me. Go on.
Yo, what happened to Blueface?
I don't know. It's one of those ones that came and went. But he might come back.
Or no?
He might come back.
He was signed to fucking Birdman, bro. You know
what
happens.
Well, that explains it then.
How are you signing the Birdman knowing all the fuckery
That's what I'm saying.
that goes around Birdman, bro?
I don't know why people.
How desperate are you?
But this is
shouts out J Soul.
See, that's a good example though. Of somebody like Blueface who, it's not like there's a excellence or fame thing going on, but it's like he was reaching this fame thing, and like, I don't know, like, should he have just kept going down this different thing that he was doing, like coming out with these 1 minute songs? Couldn't he have kept that up? Like,
I thought he could.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't checked. I don't think he's coming out with new music. I don't know. Like, I haven't checked.
His
but
music.
He had a hit not too long ago though.
Yeah.
With what's this guy's name? Fucking DGC or some shit like that. Some YouTuber, bro. They had a hit.
That's not good. YouTuber.
No, but this guy's actually kind of good.
There's not many YouTube rappers that
He used to be a reactor, and then
really,
yeah, he got big and famous. Started doing vlogs, and now he got signed to a label. He's a rapper and shit. But yeah, they came up with a pretty solid song, and Blueface had a hard verse on that. Yeah.
No, it's just Blueface. I don't understand why that guy was he had okay, Tatiana, cool. That was it.
He had a few tracks, bro.
Yeah,
but that dude, he never rapped on beat, and I don't know how that shit sounded. So I know, and I don't know how he's getting away with that, dude.
What do you mean?
And it worked.
Because it was hard.
And it's crazy how it worked.
It was amazing.
I don't know. Like, people break all the rules now, and it's just, like, the music's sick. I don't know how the hell that's happening.
Because it's just different.
Yeah. I guess so. I guess you're right. It's different. It's like your boy, 645 AR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to him? I mean, I'm sure he's going to make music soon.
He's getting features. He had a feature with FKA Twigs.
That is true. That is fucking true. That's sick.
What the hell?
I know. We reacted to it. I know.
Yeah.
It was sick. Fuck, man. I wish I had my train of thought on what I was saying before, because I was definitely going into something great.
Oh shit, he's probably doing a mix of it.
And I completely forgot. True. You guys know when you're talking and then you're just like,
yeah,
it just goes away, and you're like, fuck.
And it's funny because I would love to like try and remind you, but I couldn't even remember what we're talking about.
I know.
At this point,
I actually don't even remember where you left off.
I'm a little high still, so it's just like
yeah, it'll come back eventually. Anyways, we're gonna take a millisecond break for you guys, but a quick break for us. We'll be back.
However that sound goes.
What is that?
Isn't that like an antelope or whatever?
What kind of animal? Well, why is it doing that?
They're just chilling.
Yeah. Can I see that? Can I see that photo one more time?
And they put the fucking.
Can I see that photo?
The Adventure Time.
Can I see the other photo one more time? Guys, we're looking at the weirdest photo of an antelope. I don't even know. Is that an antelope?
I'm pretty sure.
Some shit like that. I'm gonna put it on the screen if you're on YouTube. But that shit.
That's crazy, bro.
That shit is looking. Like, that's not looking just real.
Hedging, trimming the hedges, fucking.
Bro, that shit's
What's up, neighbor?
What's up, neighbor?
That's just looking like an animal out of one of those, like, the cool 3D world, bro.
Yeah, facts.
You guys seen
Standing
those,
up,
bro?
bro.
We should react to those. I told you before, but you're like, why? I think it would be funny.
This is dumb.
I just think it would be funny.
Just so you be like,
Whoa! That's what people want, though. That's what people want on YouTube. They just have to do fucking dumb reactions.
it's corny, man. I can't do that.
Is that what you're doing in the Harry Potter ones though? Like,
We're talking shit.
yeah,
Mostly talking shit.
Yeah.
Mostly
I feel-
talking
yeah.
shit.
I think that's the sauce, right? Like,
Yeah, it's-
because there's a lot of those reaction ones where it's mans are just screaming and reacting.
It's literally
really.
what we do is like stand up
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
for
Yeah,
YouTube.
People think we're funny, I think.
like audio commentary. Yeah, like,
People think we're like have a good chemistry or some shit.
Yeah.
At least some people do.
People hate you.
Most people, but like I feel like we can't both be loved equally. Mm-hmm. You need to have a polarizing person
It's you.
that's like somewhat like mixed bag for me, and that's fine.
People find you funny though. Just
People
the
find me
stupid shit that you say.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a good thing.
that's a good thing. Yeah, that's how people just hate
finding
me.
what you're good. Finding
People,
what you're good at.
people just hate me too.
Yeah.
They just probably want to punch my face.
But people, I think the reason why people hate you is for the same people. For the same reason that people like you, think you're funny, is because of just the stuff that you say. So,
So
some
it's
people
you
see
love
as
it
a
or hate
joke.
it.
Yeah.
You love it or hate it.
Yeah.
Depends on your humor, basically.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm telling anyone who listens to the reactions, watch the reactions, listen to this right now. A lot of my shit on camera is an act. I am not like 100%. I am. I hang out with this guy every day. This is like literally who he is.
He's a little weird, yeah.
I'm a little weird, but I'm telling you, like it is. I am definitely kind of putting it on an act for the camera. Yeah,
Why can't you just be yourself, man?
because honestly, I just sit there and watch the movie. Then I wouldn't say anything if that was truly me watching
If
the
you were
movie.
truly you, you'd be able to just, say some stuff. All you have to do, like, the way I look at reactions is I'm just saying out loud what I'm thinking sometimes. That's it.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I tried to crack some trash jokes,
Yeah, you gotta chill.
but that's the whole like character. The fucking
Maybe some
awkward.
development.
I'm the awkward kind of
Totally.
like not so funny, but like can be funny.
Well, I think that's the dynamic. It's like you're when somebody's watching these reaction videos, they're like, "Yo, Ian's the guy who's talking throughout the whole movie and making bad jokes, and Jamal's the guy who's just chilling, and every once in a while he'll
actually
say a
watching.
1-2 thing or whatever." But that's like the dynamic that works. But like when you're watching a reaction video, you kind of want that entertainment value of like having those
That's what I'm
multiple
saying, yeah,
perspectives,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Of having that, like as much as. You're not watching a fucking. There might be, but you're not watching a reaction video to watch the movie. So you want to see characters watch it. Like you want to have these different opinions and these different voices, but that are still funny. You know, like
I don't think anything we do and the way we do it is a bad thing, and it's not really gonna change because
Yeah,
know.
same. Yeah, I don't think so.
as much as I'm putting on an act, as I say, I am being about, I would say 80% myself, and the other 20% is me trying to like make sure I actually have something for you to fucking edit to in the edit.
I feel you.
Because if I'm just sitting there silent,
Yeah,
then
that made my life easier.
but then the video is not as long. Then
No copyright claims.
oh my god. But it also depends on what we're watching.
feel
Harry
you.
Potter, it's a great movie, but I feel like there isn't as much to talk about when I'm watching it. I'm just enjoying every moment.
We gotta watch like Nightcrawler.
I need to watch something that's like either really weird or funny or something that's gonna give more. I'm sorry, like Harry Potter is actually not the greatest thing to react to. They're just good movies.
Yeah.
It's not. There's not. I don't feel like there's a lot to talk about. Actually,
It's for the clout.
yeah,
it's for the clout. Ultimately, I'm sorry, guys. They're great movies, but I think in the moment there isn't really much to comment on.
except like you
Like
talk about,
Hereditary, there was
but that's what's
lots,
good about it too. Is
right?
like people know the movie, so you can just talk about the world and the culture rather
Yeah.
than the actual movie
Yeah,
and what's
yeah.
going on itself. Like you can make
Yeah.
jokes and shit, and people aren't getting mad.
That's why I
that you're,
like horror movies.
you're not getting lost in the
or
movie, too.
comedies,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
there's more reaction to
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happening. Because horror movies are scary, so you're gonna have a scared or frightened or disturbed reaction. That's why I think our Hereditary reaction was one of the best reactions. Also got some of the fucking most hate, which is hilarious.
Facts.
People don't like the way we reacted to things, which is so dumb.
You missed this. You missed.
We didn't actually miss it.
Calm
We just
the fuck down.
We either missed it or
I just cut it out.
Or we just didn't react the way you thought we would react to something.
There was one thing somebody pointed out. I was like, oh, fuck. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's the one shot where it's like...
we didn't notice, right?
Yeah, we didn't notice there was like a bunch of people standing outside of the house or some shit.
Okay, well,
And I was like, oh, okay,
you're not going to notice everything in a movie either. Like, that happens all the time.
You're not gonna notice
the thing,
first time.
the thing that these commenters might not understand sometimes is like you're reacting to these movies, so most of the time, if not all the time, you're watching these shits for the first time. So like, if they're catching something that you're not, that's because they probably watched the movie like 5 times and they've watched like 10 reaction videos of other people watching
you didn't see it.
Yeah. You know, like it's easy to formulate an opinion when you've seen other people reacting
100%.
to something too. You know, like
100%.
You guys, I'm surprised you guys weren't mad when Sirius died.
Yeah, Sirius Black. Apparently, that was supposed to be a sad death. I don't think it was that sad.
I think it was in a movie.
I didn't.
He sat in fire for most of the time.
I didn't cry for that like 15 years ago, bro. Like
when they released his death, like when they said he died, they're just like he's died.
Yeah.
And then even Harry's like shit, and then they moved on. You know, Dobby dying, which we just watched, that was fucking sad, bro.
I was telling him we were at the theater.
Yeah, Dobby dying.
We had to leave the theater when this man got a fucking thing in his chest, bro. Like, and we're like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
you're like, there's no way this is happening.
Part 1's done. Like,
yeah, bro.
The fuck?
Just ends on.
Ended so just sad, like just horrible.
You gotta wait like a whole ass year to watch.
Voldemort just he busts open Dumbledore's grave.
Yeah.
And stole a wand, and I'm like, yo, you're desecrating.
Yeah.
Desecrated his grave. Fucking, she killed Dobby.
That's horrible.
Dobby was a free elf, bro, and he died.
Yep.
He died a free elf. He died with friends, man.
It's a real guy.
He died in a beautiful place with friends.
R.I.P. Dobby, bro.
I'm not laughing at his death. It's just fuck. It's sad.
But yeah, man, this is just the life that we live. You know, it's just what it is.
All right.
It's good to have the balance, I think, of reactions too. You don't want to be always reacting to one thing in one way. You know, it's good to have different styles where like one movie you get to just like talk shit, one you get to actually react, you know, and like it'd be sick if there was a movie that you put on where it's like you had nothing to say because it was like so fucked up or confusing or something, you know, and then the reaction ends, you're just like, you know, like nothing happened. I don't know what to say.
It starts with us and then it just cuts to the end.
Yeah, and the movie's done and you're just
some
like,
movies are not going to be good to react to.
That was trash, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we were gonna kind of loop back to other topics you guys said.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about something sometime this week, and it reminded me when we were talking about butterfly effect. But I was just thinking about, you know, every once in a while I always think about time travel and shit, like, you know.
Yeah.
But whenever I thought about it, I was just like, so if I were to like actually go back in the past, would I want to, you know, be in my body, you know, like I'm physically transported back to the past, and then like I'm in this body so I could see, you know, a young version of us in real life? Or would I want to go back in time, but like, you know, if I go back in time to like when we're like 10, I'm in my 10-year-old body, but I know, you know, so which one would
everything.
which one would you rather
I'd rather just know everything.
I
don't think I'd like to go like this.
Yeah, because then you gotta avoid. You can't go in the house. You can't go in your house because man's
bro.
like, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but the thing about like, you know, it sounds cool, but you know, actually having to go back and be a kid, you know, like listening to your parents, like actually having to listen to them and like having to respect authority again and
I
shit.
feel you.
Even when you've
But
already,
if you know everything, like,
yeah,
I feel like,
you might be able to reason your way out of it. Yeah, that's true.
I'd be like,
yeah.
okay, cool. Let me just do this shit.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. And
you just
trust me more.
That's facts. Yeah,
bro, everything would be so nostalgic. Like,
yeah,
you would just like remember everything.
I wonder what like. I'd probably do a lot of shit different.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I guess that's a problem with it too.
You would know. Well, you would.
Would
know
you be able to change shit?
You would know all your failures ahead of time, and therefore you could avoid it.
Yeah,
and you can just like try things that.
Like, would I have gone to Wexford?
Yeah, like that. You know, that's like.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Do you have you thought about that?
But then that
Like,
would assume you hate your life now.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I would.
I remember
Right,
thinking
unless you
about this
do,
a lot
but-
more before when I was younger because, you know, time was a little less. But like, I remember,
Yeah.
you know, being in high school and being like, okay, at what point, you know, would you want to go back in time to like grade 5, grade 6, grade, like which year would you want to go back to and start over again kind of thing, you know?
I think knowing everything financially, mans would just be rich.
Like, would you want to start over from the beginning?
No.
Because that's like too much. Like, I feel
Just
like there's a
takes too
good,
long.
yeah, there's just, yeah, there's too much.
I don't want to be a toddler.
yeah. Like,
I don't want
that's-
to be a fucking.
yeah.
I'd be a troll ass toddler.
Yeah.
Then.
I think I'd start around. I start again around grade 6.
6.
Yeah, that's when I think things changed.
I think that's decent. That's when you're like
You're old enough to.
you're more aware of
yeah,
shit.
to know
and,
shit. Yeah.
And shit's fun.
Yeah.
yeah, shit was still fun.
Like I always.
You're still a kid.
Grade 7 and 8 was fun. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but it was fun for me.
No, yeah, same.
Like, I
Those were
had
the best
good
times of my life,
I had
bro.
good times. Middle school was like good times. Not gonna lie.
Because you're still a kid, but you have like a little bit more privileges, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
you can go
stay up.
outside.
Yeah, you can stay up late. You can go outside by yourself. You
Your
know,
parents
like,
don't know how to like discipline you.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
Like, well, fuck, he's allowed to stay up technically.
you're reaching them at eye level now, so you know,
Yeah,
like
you're seeing titties on TV and nobody's like really batting an eye.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bro. I remember in grade.
You could get
7,
away
8,
with a curse word,
Yeah.
you know,
I was
like
so. What time you guys stay up late? How late you guys stay up in grade 7, 8? Man, I was staying up like 1 a.m., bro.
Same. I was staying up
Yeah?
till like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
and I would just be like, I'm cleaning my room, but I was just chilling.
I was just watching YouTube and shit.
yeah,
I used to watch like Let's Plays and,
yeah.
and all this random shit on YouTube, gaming stuff, Call of Duty montage.
I was running the stick games.
oof,
Yeah,
Mo
eh?
Fun Zone,
Yeah, more fun zone.
Okay.
mini clip.
Even balloons with the little monkeys that you have to pop the balloons and shit. Have you played that one? That game is sick.
I think so, something like that. But yeah, I think
Yeah, grade 6. I think I'd go back to grade 6. I think that's where
Yeah.
I want to switch up a few things. You know.
I don't think I'd go back that far. I think I'd go right at the end of high school.
End of high school.
End of
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah,
Interesting.
just jump right into adulthood, and just restart that. I don't care about the child.
But I feel like that's just so too soon. Like that's too
Is
much
it?
of
The
an
moment I can
advantage.
start drinking and then just invest in Bitcoin and call it a day.
See, like
That's what I would do.
dumb. That's weak.
I'd be
yo.
a Bitcoin billionaire at like 22 and call it a day. That's what I would do.
like
What do you mean? And then I'd be sick.
that. Yeah, but that's like too soon.
You'd have
like,
the most lit 20s because my
you'd
20s
have to
is already
start.
had over.
I feel like you have to start somewhere in your like teens,
Yeah, but
at
just,
least.
the way I see it though, if I go back that far, there's too many variables I can fuck
I
up.
know, and that's the whole point.
There's too many
You
variables.
can't just
I'm playing
come
it
back in your
safe.
19, 20 and be like, yeah, I'm gonna invest in a bunch of stuff. That's not cool. Like what the hell?
Yeah, I'm gonna start 4 months ago and just invest in GameStop. You know, like,
yeah.
That's not.
I don't want to go back to grade 6 because then there's just too many things that can happen. You know what I mean? Like I can end up being a fucking fuckhead by
that's the interesting part
That's
of
what,
it.
that's why. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Like, what if I didn't go out with this girl?
I'm playing it safe.
What if I decided to do this instead? You
Yeah.
know? What if I wanted this bike ride that day?
Yeah, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It'd just be so crazy to like, especially if you could know like what those changes do to the present. Like, imagine you go back, you didn't skip that class that day, and you come back and you're like, what did that change in my life?
Yeah.
Or you went back and you got like 2% extra on a test or something, and it's like, what did that do to change
You
my
fucked
life?
your teacher.
Shit. Fucked your teacher.
Because he went to class that day.
That's crazy.
What if that happened? You
And it
know?
was the bad teacher. You know,
Yeah,
everyone had
yeah,
the bad
yeah.
one.
Of course.
The badish.
Yeah.
Or at least the fuckable one where you'd be like, yeah, whatever. Like,
The one, yeah.
if the opportunity arose, I wouldn't deny it.
Just
Yeah.
can't snitch, man.
Yeah, yo.
All the kids snitch about it. That's where they go wrong.
I can't even talk about that. It's a little wild.
I know. I was gonna say something. I was just like, let me stop.
It's not wrong on it.
Let me just say it subliminally, but like, why do those kids snitch, bro?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get why those kids snitch. Like,
No, these guys let it happen. Don't tell anybody.
I know it's traumatizing. I know I'm fucked up. for
I know,
seeing
yeah,
this.
Is it traumatizing though?
But I feel like if it was me,
No, it's
I'm fucked up. I know. I'm sorry.
see, it's always the ones where it's like it's a baddie, and then
Yeah,
you're just
and I'm
like,
like,
bro, like,
why-
yeah, like,
What's the issue?
Why did you have to tell fucking Jack, and then Jack told his
Not
friend?
even that, but like, why are you going? You know, to the higher ups.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Like, you could have rolled with that for a little bit.
Unless like you are
Unless
getting,
like you were really like,
Yeah, of
unless
course.
it's
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
forced on you,
Yeah.
then yes, I'm very sorry.
But if I had the option, like if she was just like, yeah, you, and I was like, yeah.
She's like, yeah, you want it today?
Like, why would you ever like snitch?
Yeah.
I just don't get it. But maybe again, that's a whole. I've never been in that scenario before,
Yeah, exactly.
so I can't.
I think when you're that age, you don't really understand what's going on, though. Depends on how young we're talking. If it's
I'm talking about like high school.
high school is different. Yeah, high school,
that's what I
you're
mean, yeah,
100%
like,
like, yeah, you're just a dumbass if you snitch. But if it's like middle school, which does happen, it's a
I said
little
that.
more-
If you're in high school, bro, you're a dumbass if you snitch. This guy really said that just now.
Why?
That's fucked.
Is it fucked though?
Yeah, because we don't know the situation.
Yeah, we still don't know the. Yeah, we're just judging it from a completely.
I'm just saying, if it was me, I don't know if I would.
Yeah.
And I don't fully understand why some of them do, seeing the people that they're involved with.
Regardless,
Yeah.
it's sexual assault and it's wrong.
Yeah.
No matter who's consenting, even though like mans can technically, mans can't consent at that age, but can, whatever. You can consent at that age, but the law says you can't. That's what I'm trying to say.
Next topic.
Anyways, we're fucking, we just went down a bad rabbit hole. And we're trying to get out of it right now. We're trying to get out of this rabbit hole right
So
now.
what's your favorite cereal?
Cornflakes.
Don't kill me.
What is your favorite cereal though?
Ooh, okay. Fuck. You know what's funny? I don't really eat cereal.
Corn
Like
Pops,
you know, like
Frosted
if you were to,
Flakes.
you know, like childhood.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's funny because I just quick tangent. I stopped eating cereal years ago.
Yeah, I don't
Probably
I
around high
really-
school.
I literally just had a bowl of cereal yesterday. But
I
that
have
was
it
the
like
first time in
I have
a
it like
while.
super like just you know what sometimes I'm like yo I haven't had it in a
Just
minute.
because my mom, she got the Apple Jacks for my cousins, and I was like,
yeah.
oh, I haven't had Apple Jacks since I was like a kid.
I just don't really eat breakfast, but if I do,
Yeah,
then
facts.
it's usually
Yeah.
like eggs or bacon or a bagel.
Yeah, I had that
or
cereal at
bagel
2 a.m.
or with peanut butter. Or
Exactly.
some
When I eat the last whatever 10 times I've eaten cereal, it's been at night. Like
shit. The cereal at
Yeah.
night is
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like cereal.
I also
at night.
just stopped drinking milk, and that's probably why.
yeah, same.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
really
yeah,
drink
facts.
milk. Anyways, yeah, favorite cereal. It's like a toss up between CT Crunch and Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch
Okay.
and CT's Cinnamon Toast.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch or Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, me it's Frosted Flakes, Corn Pops, or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What about you, Kevin?
I got the cinnamon toast crunch bars right there.
Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is elite. Like
Those are
it's-
just
it's pretty
like you
S
just
tier.
can't go wrong with Count Chocula. I fuck with Count Chocula though. Like if I was a
So
kid,
bad for you.
I know if I was a kid, that would be my answer. You know.
Yeah. It's Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, and probably CT Crunch.
I like Corn Pops dry. Like I could eat Corn Pops, however.
And when
I would just eat a box of Corn Pops.
when Flintstones Fruity Pebbles was in Canada, I don't think you can get it here anymore.
I think I seen it.
I've seen it like.
You gotta go to
recently.
specialty
Yeah,
stores or
yeah.
some shit. You
Yeah.
can't just go to Loblaws and get it. When that was here, that was like one of my top two.
Yeah.
But like
I don't think I ever had it.
we don't really get it.
I had
here.
it once maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I know. Yeah, I know the Americans. They fuck with that.
It's
shit.
really good.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
the
even,
Americans, you know what I found out they don't have?
It's not food.
Dunkaroos.
They
That's
don't have
crazy.
Dunkaroos.
Damn.
Apparently that's a Canadian snack.
They got banned in America.
Did they?
Didn't they get discontinued
Yeah,
completely?
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
they-
they're making a
some point.
comeback now or something.
They got discontinued because
Yeah.
it was just like not healthy.
That's
They're just
so-
like, this shit is like, I think we talked about this in the pod before
I feel like
actually.
we might have.
Like
But
early pod.
either
Yeah.
way, it's Dunkaroos. We could talk about it again. I don't care.
It was like it was like cake frosting and cookies,
Oh.
but the best cookie my
Yeah.
god, the combinations, you either had the sprinkle frosting or
orgasmic.
oh my god, like the cookie combinations were just crazy too. Like
Sex. That's what sex was like
yeah,
as a kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
First
licking
time
that shit with your
tasting that,
finger, bro. Licking the the scoop
slurping,
out.
Yeah,
Oh
slurping
my
on my finger.
God.
Pause.
And then you dig that thing out.
Digging it out from the,
Yeah.
from the
That's an
back.
interesting question, actually, and I'm wondering, and when you guys were in elementary school, what was your common go-to lunch that your parents would pack you? Hopefully, I'm assuming you got a packed lunch. Not every kid did, apparently.
Tuna
So,
sandwich.
which is really sad.
My mom hit me with a tuna sandwich all the fucking time.
I'm just wondering. So, did you hate your lunch that
Yeah.
you got?
Yeah.
Because some kids had lit lunches, and other kids hated their lunch that they throw it out.
Yeah.
They literally throw it out and just eat the snacks they got.
That's what I'm saying. It sucks right now. Kids can't trade lunch right now.
Yeah.
Shit, that's
true.
I
talked to my cousins about that, and they're like, yeah, we can't even trade lunch anymore.
Not allowed to?
Yeah, because of COVID.
Everyone's all spread out and shit?
Yeah. And they're not allowed to just exchange shit, right?
Damn.
So I'm like, yo, that sucks, man. Because you used to be able to flip a couple things.
Yeah.
Like there was like this like elementary school lunch culture. It's like, yeah, my lunches sucked, right? At least as a kid, I was very picky as a kid, so I would get a lot of just sandwiches, ham and cheese, bologna,
same. Same.
And every once in a while I get those Lunchables, like those ones that are probably really bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just because my parents knew I was so picky that I would just get those little fucking shitty mini pizzas.
Yeah, if they were like on sale or
that
some
are like
shit.
Cold or the salami, cheese, and cracker ones.
But I preferred that over that tuna
Those are pretty bad.
I don't know why those were better than. I think it was just because the sandwich was every day. You know, the sandwich. If I were to eat the sandwich and the Lunchables, I would probably prefer the sandwich now. Yeah. But just because the Lunchables were just that break in the fucking, the monotony of just fucking the same sandwich every day. Because they would buy the one, like if. It wasn't just that it was a sandwich. Like, my parents would buy the one lunch meat or the one.
Yeah, just the one, and I had to have that.
So then you eat that the whole week. It's not like you get ham this day and beef this day, and
mayo with the sliced turkey.
You get the same,
And I get it. Like that's exactly what I would do with my kids too. I'm not buying 5 different meats or whatever.
Yeah,
unless mans are stacked.
You literally get the same sandwich every
fresh
day.
meat.
Yeah, but Did
you guys get home cooked meals like shit? That
Sometimes
your parents would cook
occasionally, but
no. I was just wondering because like this, in Scarborough, there's a lot of kids of different, ethnic backgrounds and shit. So a lot of kids would get like, stuff their family cooks, right? A lot of Asian kids would get rice and chicken and shit, and a lot of the Indian or Sri Lankan kids would get like some next level food. I don't even know what it is, but and I'm just here with a fucking shitty sandwich, and I'm like, I'm white, like I just get a fucking sandwich.
No, yeah, a lot of people ate different stuff, but not a lot. Like most people, I will say, I feel like a lot of the immigrant families.
Yeah.
But even my mom made this comment one time when we were like went on a field trip. She's like, bro, like these people aren't packing them lunch, like. They're getting a bottle of water and like a sandwich with butter and sugar on it. You call it a fucking day, bro. That's what some people were having.
I used to see that too, though.
Yeah.
What did I used to get? Nutella sandwich. That was a thing I used to get.
Yeah, I used to get that too, and I was like, yo, are you serious?
That's probably not nutritious
that's
all.
What I questioned my mom a little bit. You said I understand I've been complaining, but like you can't just send me out here with a Nutella sandwich and a juice box and a granola bar.
Like you might as well just
kill me.
Yeah. Literally.
Just tell me you want me dead. Like what the fuck?
But yeah, bro. I was just so.
Like if you pack like a couple perks and like fucking, that's probably healthier,
Real shit. Couple perks, bro.
I was just so picky as a kid, and I would used to just like straight up, because my parents would pack me a lunch, like the food, and then like probably like a couple like snacks, whatever, and that would be like the Dunkaroos or the fucking the Welches or the Rice Krispies or whatever, and I would throw out my fucking lunch and just eat that shit.
Yeah.
And like that was my lunch.
Or I left it.
And like, but here's the thing, I couldn't leave it. Because if I did leave it, my parents would be like, what the fuck? You didn't eat your food? They'd get cheesed at me.
Yeah,
and I was scared of that. So I used to like sneak the sandwich under my shirt and throw it in the garbage and then fucking run away, yo.
I'd leave that shit in my backpack.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Until it got moldy. You don't know. You don't know what it was like at the end of the year when you're emptying your backpack at school?
You not have a moldy sandwich.
Bro, or your locker at school, and it had sandwiches in there. Bro. Green sandwiches.
Ew, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
This guy's growing mushrooms in his room. He's growing
bro.
Sandwiches moldy. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I always, it was so funny. I used to just throw out a bunch of shit. And yeah. And I feel like I couldn't remember. Were we even allowed to heat up food back then?
No. You had the thermos.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So if you wanted like to eat.
I had the thermos for a little bit. It was just too much work, bro. It was
too much, man.
It was just, you open it, you're like, yo, like, I just don't feel right, bro. Yeah.
My spoon, I'm bringing my spoon from home. Everyone is looking at my spoons.
Yeah.
with that fucking napkin around it, bro. Get out of here! Stop looking at my shit.
My parents would make me pogos and wrap them
that
in.
napkin used to cheese me, bro.
The napkin with the pogo.
Yeah, the pogo wrapped in
aluminum
foil.
Yeah,
and it's cold because you can't heat it up because you're in elementary school and they don't allow you to use microwaves. We didn't get a microwave until grade 7.
I don't think I ever had access to
We had microwaves.
We never had access to
We had microwaves in grade 7. We had a cafeteria.
But we went to, you went to middle school though.
I went to like a legit middle school.
Yeah, we went to, ours was K to 8. So
yeah, we went
we went home for lunch at.
A lot of countries don't have this, I believe, but in Canada or whatever, we have like, maybe in America they do too. Legit middle school, 7, 8. It's kind of sick. You feel like you're like in high school, but you're like still not there.
I always
yet.
wonder what that experience was.
It's
like.
kind of cool. You're just, there's no little kids around. It's just 7, 8. Everyone's hitting puberty and it's all weird. And I had lockers.
But were you attached to a high school though, or was it just a separate?
Okay.
Because there's the ones that are attached to the high school, and I'm like, that shit it's just an extended high school there.
Yeah,
you know?
No, we were 7, 8 school. Once you're in 8,
that's
once
cool.
you graduate
like,
8, you're out.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like I was in the NESD classified, bro. Like.
That's what I wanted to
That's,
feel.
yeah, that's what I felt like.
You know, I feel like that's a necessary. There needs to be that middle school step. You know, between elementary and high school, because there's. Not that it was a huge shift, but like, you know, going from just like K to 8 to high school, like there's a little, you know,
it felt weird.
Yeah, and that's
I wasn't on other shit that other people were
exactly,
on,
yeah, like because
they're already talking about drugs. And
exactly, because they had the middle school, you know, the 7, 8, and like
yeah. That's why I feel like people grew up faster with that middle school experience, because it was just like this, like it was like a high school. It like operated like a high school, but everyone's like really young, right? The only thing, you weren't allowed to leave the school unless you had like a note to go home for lunch. You know, in high school you could just like dip.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's what we could do. We could do that in our school, so we could go home for lunch.
Yeah, you need like a special note from where I went. But anyways, yeah, it was just like we had lockers. We had like we even had a cafeteria. You could buy food.
That's lit.
And shit. Yeah, the food was sick. They had like these pizzas and burgers and fries and poutines and shit. Mans used to buy it a couple times a week. It was like cheap back then, like $5 for a poutine.
This guy said he felt like he was in Ned's Declassified.
A little bit.
Don't ever say that. That's crazy.
A little bit.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like it's like that kind of world. Maybe not, obviously not as dramatic, but
don't ever.
We're in this like little like isolated 7, 8 school. You know,
all I wanted to feel like was I was in Fillmore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I couldn't.
Yeah. We never got that. Yeah,
I never got that feeling.
Yeah.
Still going to fucking plays and shit. Kindergarten plays.
Like we'd have classes and
yeah, like we had fucking our graduation after party in the kindergarten classroom, bro, or some shit like that. We went there for something. I don't remember what, but like I'm just like, yo,
to go talk to bitches.
This is the end. Yeah, this is the end of. This is how I'm, you know, like celebrating getting out of this.
Sipping pop in the fucking kindergarten room. Trying to talk to girls, bro.
Like we had dances. We had all these things.
Yeah, we had all our dances were waste too because they were in the fucking gym that we watched these fucking talent shows with kids and like, you know, like we've been playing.
Our dance was in the gym too, but it was the gym we just did gym in.
I feel you, but yeah, it was different when you know, everybody shared that space.
Yeah.
I feel like the closest thing we had to like a middle school experience was like music.
Yeah.
Because that's the only time it felt like different.
Yeah, that's true.
It was weird.
That was like the least structured class. That's why, because we didn't actually do anything. Because that was just like it worked out in our benefit because the Ontario like public or the funding for arts and stuff was terrible. So like our music school, our department was horrible. So most classes we would just chill like and just do random shit. You
watch Drumline.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we'd have our homeroom, which whoever your homeroom block teacher was. Whatever they taught, that was your homeroom class. So, like, I think ours was English. So, our first class, it was English because that was our homeroom teacher, was an English teacher. Some people had French. So, French was their homeroom teacher. So, they did French first thing in the morning. But whatever the hell it was. And we just go from class to class, literally like high school. And just go home. And we had lunch. And we could buy lunch and shit and whatever. Yeah, and, like, later in 8, yeah, there was the kids that were smoking weed and shit in grade 8. Which is crazy. And the kids like fucking off out of school during lunch and going to McDonald's like at grade 8, like so, and probably smoking weed. A couple kids. There was a couple kids.
You just need a little bit of that,
just
you know.
A little bit of weed, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little exposure.
I still thought you could die from weed in grade 8.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah. And then those kids, like, some kids went over to the same high school I went to, and then, yeah, they were, like, potheads in grade 9. Like, they got there, and they're just...
Already ripped.
They're just ripped all day.
I probably would have been spewing those anti-drug commercials to mans if I seen somebody smoking weed back
They were
those days,
so
you know? Like,
high that they just didn't go to class. So, there's a couple mans like that.
They're probably up right now, bro.
I don't know where they are. Maybe.
Millionaires.
Possibly.
CEOs.
Cool. Maybe.
Billionaires.
Could have invested in Bitcoin. Made a ton of money.
Literally.
I have no idea.
I was thinking about this experience I had in high school once. I'm gonna use real names for this.
Jeez.
French. It's just a crazy story. French class, we had this. I can't remember her name though. We had this weird fucking teacher in French class. Grade, I want to say it might have been 10.
Can I make a quick note, dude? The French teachers are always like weird.
Oh, 1,000%.
Always off, and I feel like they're always hating on the most.
Yep.
Go on.
I feel like having teaching a French class is probably horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had this weird teacher. She was just weird. She like really zany. She used to work on a cruise. She was just really fucking weird. She would like dance and stuff and sing randomly in class. There was even an instance where she did push-ups and sit-ups in class just because she felt like it. She just broke down and did it. And there's this guy that I used to be friends with before he turned into a snake, named Ray.
This guy, do you know who this is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just want to know if he knows him. Go on.
Yeah, Ray. Ray's doing his thing though. Shouts out Ray, bro. But he was a snake at that point. I don't know about now. I haven't interacted with him in so long, so I can't say he's the same way. But at the time, he was a snake. But he didn't show up to class for like weeks upon weeks upon weeks. But he was in school, but he just didn't show up to that French class to the point where people were like called his home because she was like worried about him. She got the principal to call his house and all this shit. So finally one day he came. And it was the craziest day. This guy came into class. Everything was cool. She started doing some weird shit and she said something to him that pissed him off. And then he got up and tried to leave the classroom, right?
Yeah.
And she wouldn't let him leave. So they're like fighting at the door. He's trying to open it. She's trying to close it.
No way.
She slams his fingers into the door.
Oh.
And he's like, "Ah, my fucking fingers!" Like he's screaming. Like you could hear him down the hallway, right?
Holy shit.
And she's like, "Oh my God." She lets go of the door. And he's like, "Bitch." And he dipped.
It was fake.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he dipped, bro.
That's awesome.
They had like the hall monitor. Everybody in the school was looking for this guy.
And he just left the school.
And he just left, bro. That's one of the sickest things I've seen.
That's crazy. The teacher literally thought he was in pain.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
He's like, "Fuck you,
and
bitch."
Like, bitch. And he fucking ran because she let go of the door so it opened.
That's crazy. That's where you see the power between, you when you grow up, you're like, damn, these teachers, they have so much power over us.
People,
like they can
man.
do so, they have so much influence
There's
over
clueless
it.
ass.
But you could ruin their lives off of if they gave you a cut in some stupid way, you could end their career.
Yeah, you could definitely fuck them up.
Yeah,
literally.
Let them.
She was fired later that year.
No way.
Yeah, because she was just
Not
weird,
off,
and she let us know.
that.
She's like, "Yeah, I'm just done. Like I'm gonna go back to the cruise life." And I've seen her in public a few times since, like at Scarborough Town or some shit. But
It sounds like your school just needed a French teacher.
Yeah,
so
that's what I think
they picked someone up off the street who knew
that's
French.
the problem
That's
with
the
the
thing.
French program too.
There's not a lot of French teachers.
My girl works in this field. Literally, she's already been offered a job to be a French teacher. She's like,
They don't have a lot of them.
I don't speak. Yeah, they're just willing to just do whatever. They're
Basically, if you know how to speak French and you want to be a teacher, you're just like gonna be guaranteed a job.
Literally, if you know French,
Canada,
if you actually know French,
yeah, I've heard
you can pick up so many jobs, bro.
Yeah,
easy.
Our grade 8 teacher, I'm pretty sure he didn't know French.
Oh,
like
what was that guy's name?
Mr. McDonald.
Mr. McDonald. That guy was fucked.
Like he didn't know
grade 8 French. Like
he
how
had
hard
this
is
weird
that?
obsession with James Bond. Like he would have sucked off James Bond.
Why? Why is he implementing James Bond?
He would just talk to us about James Bond. He's like, James Bond is like his favorite, like, fictional character, like, ever.
Dude, teachers are just people, man.
I know, and I'm like, yo, this guy's a fucking
They inject
loser.
their weirdness into your teaching.
Yeah.
You know, whatever kind of weird, quirky kind of thing. Like, did I tell you about the teacher, the gym teacher that was also the health teacher, who was also the math teacher?
That's
Fuck
wild.
me, which was sucks. You had to go to gym and then she'd teach you math later. It was like a fucking pain in my ass, but she was like low-key trying to push abstinence on everybody in grade 8 and shit.
Man,
She
trying
was
to
like,
beat it up.
and she was religious, and she was definitely religious. Now when I look back on it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and yeah, cause she loved Chuck Norris, and she show us Chuck Norris movies and shit. I swear to God, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Weird
the shit
ass
that-
people
that's the
showing
shit
us
that
shit.
it doesn't upset me. I don't know what the word is, but
Like, why are you showing a bunch of kids in Scarborough?
when you go back and
Chuck
you think
Norris.
about like teachers that you've had and just like the
Yeah,
weird
and the
things,
weird shit that
the
they
way
did.
and you're like, yo, I spent so much fucking time with this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, what have they done to like corrupt my brain in that year or
Literally.
how many years that I've seen them? Like,
Bro, she showed us a Chuck Norris movie to show us something about his like courage or there's some fucking character trait that he had that she loved about him and she thought it would be influential to us. She showed us fucking Chuck Norris, Texas Ranger, bro.
Jesus Christ. This guy's getting emotional.
We're in grade. I'm triggered. Grade 7, 8, whatever. I don't know, man.
that's the thing is like, there's so many things that we don't even remember because they probably just went over our heads. But it's just like if we were to for instance go back in time,
Adult
and
version
see them,
of me
you'd be like,
looking
what the
back-
fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Adult version of me looking back on that, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if I told my parents about this. They thought, what the fuck? Like, I don't remember.
It was probably, you came home, they're like, what'd you do in school? Like, oh, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch,
Yeah, literally.
watch Chuck Norris.
I remember Mr. McDonald. I think it was Mr. McDonald. He caught us watching What in the Butt. The video, yeah. And he
There are
pulled up
those
on a
two-
segment. The guy's like showing his nipples and some shit.
What-
and
what-
he's like, "Yo, what the hell is going on here, bro?" And we're like, "Oh fuck."
There was those two dingy ass computers in the back of
Yeah,
the room there. That's all we were watching is
Stupid ass YouTube videos, bro. Stupid ass YouTube videos, yo. What in the butt? And the
That's
guy
a
pulled up on us.
classic.
He's like, "Yo, what?" He's like,
when the man's mouth becomes the nipples, bro.
yeah. He's like, "What the hell are you guys watching, bro?"
What in the butt?
Yeah, bro. It's a classic. It's
a classic.
classic YouTube video, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I
That's
wonder what that
the
guy's
moment
saying.
they banned YouTube, bro.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. It's just some crazy shit that happened in school that you just think about, man. And yeah, when you're thinking about just going back in time, it's just reliving some of those moments is wild, bro. Wild.
Like it's probably any random day in school that you would go back in time to, you'd probably be like, I lived through this, like, you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, this person taught me this shit, or like I spent my day like this, doing this. Like,
oh, the weird gym teacher we had in elementary, she made us do fucking Tai Bo. Do you guys know what that is?
the Billy Blanks.
Yes.
That's just
Yeah,
classic.
Billy,
too.
Yeah.
Billy, what's his name?
Billy Blanks.
Billy
Yeah.
Blanks,
Shout out,
Tai
bro.
Bo.
That's
You know
wild,
what I
though,
mean?
yeah.
We did that in class, bro. So she put it on the projector on the fucking wall of the gym, turn off all the lights, and we'd be like doing the fucking Tai Bo and shit. And bro, she was so ruthless. She'd yell at the fat kids that they're not moving fast enough. I swear to God, like she would pick on. There's these two kids in our class that were a little overweight. I'm telling you right now, she picked on them. I know for a fact she picked on them because they're overweight and they're probably slower and not doing it properly. I know for a fact because there's no reason why these two kids are getting picked on and they are some of the only overweight kids in the class and they're getting picked on. I'm like, I just made the connection. I'm like, there's has to be because they're overweight. Mm-hmm. You're fucking trying to make them sweat. So brutal, man.
Trying to make them sweat.
So brutal. And like, if you got in trouble, if you did something wrong or got in trouble or were talking or during she was talking, she'd make us do this. I forgot what it was called, but we call it a Terry Fox lap. You'd have to do a fucking lap around the school, bro. Yeah, if we were like talking or goofing off or whatever,
That's wild.
fucking do a lap around the school. She had go do a Terry Fox lap. You have to do a fucking lap around the school. Come back. She's treating her class like military.
I'd cut.
It was crazy. This is grade 7, 8.
I'd cut.
Yeah.
I'd literally
and then
go
she took
home.
and then she took that energy and she brought it into math, which was worse. And I'm fucking terrible at math, so I was shitting bricks the whole time.
That's horrible.
Yeah, you shouldn't. There shouldn't be crossovers like that. Like, you shouldn't bring those worlds together.
Yeah.
Remember Miss Hadges with that stupid bell, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Our grade 7 teacher, her whole trick was to just ring a bell every time something happened. That was like, you know, somebody was yelling, somebody was fighting. She just kept ringing a bell.
That's the one thing with teachers that I just can't do, bro. Their whole get quiet tactics.
I'll wait, you know.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
Bitch, wait.
I'm gonna count to 5. 1, 2.
Did I do this on the podcast? The clapping, bro.
No.
Hold on, my mic.
Hold my mic.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Or clap once if you hear me.
You know they learn
twice.
that in teachers' college or some shit.
Yeah,
like it's supposed to.
That shit
There's
out
definitely
here,
some
bro.
sort of tactic that they learned in college or some sort of. There's probably some psychology behind doing
I
that.
asked my girl if she does that, and she's like, "Yo, don't ever think of me as one of those." Yo.
No, how does she get kids' attention?
She just calls them out.
That's all you gotta do. You just gotta smack the shit out of the one who's causing the ruckus. That's it. Like, it's not that hard. Like, this whole shit about like when one or a couple people were loud or whatever, and then the teacher would be like blaming the class, like, I'll wait for you guys, or ringing a bell, like,
I'll wait. She's waiting, guys. You hear that one girl, that one.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Shut up.
Oh, was that one kid? Yeah.
Guys, come on. She's waiting. I don't give a fuck.
It's funny. It's so interesting to analyze, because I'm sure there's some kids that you guys went to elementary school that you probably kind of grew up with all the way to maybe in grade 12.
When I said that just now, I was thinking of people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of funny how those traits when you're like 10, 11 and like who that person became in grade 12,
exactly.
it's like almost like the same.
Yeah.
Like that teacher's pet was probably that kid that got straight A's.
It's facts.
I can see, I
fucking,
look at them now and I'm like,
but it's not
you're
always
doing pretty much what I thought you'd be.
Yeah.
Not always though. Like sometimes
there are exceptions, but for the most part, like, you would get like 80% of it right, I think.
Sometimes
like,
the kids that goof off in elementary are actually the geniuses in grade 12. And they're actually too smart for school.
Yeah.
And they say, fuck this, and they go start a business.
Yeah.
And they become rich.
Yeah.
You know, like, it just depends. Like, and then there's those kids that were just awkward and shy, and they're still awkward and shy, but they're also, like, just fucking potheads and have issues.
I remember walking by this school in the winter or something, and it was like these kids playing recess, and there was a couple of kids like standing against the wall. I'm like, holy shit! Like,
yeah, man.
I forgot that this exists, bro. And then I started thinking that same thing. Like, what are these kids gonna be when they grow up? Like, what's going on in their mind right now in this 15 minutes? Like, they probably feel like shit. You know, they had to be like put aside. You know, and like the teachers watching them and shit, and like. What do they think that this 15 minutes means for the rest of their life? You know, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, no idea. Honestly,
think about the amount of kids that used to like come to school just to have the teacher tell them go stand against the wall, or like go sit down with your head turned around, or like, you know,
like the bad kids.
Yeah.
There was always that one kid in elementary school that like sat at an isolated desk by the teacher's desk.
Yeah.
Or when the teachers told you, everybody put your heads down.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
We don't have to put our fucking heads down. We're going to sit here for 5 minutes. If I hear a peep, then everybody puts their heads down and everyone's dying.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The isolated kids. I think I was the isolated kid one time. Just for like a day. I don't remember why.
I don't know. Where did I sit? I sat in the back a lot.
Behavioral.
I was around the bad kids, but I wasn't really like.
Yeah, I was like in and out of the bad kids.
Yeah,
you know, like sometimes
I would get called out once in a while.
There'd be days where I'm like, I think like early grades. Apparently, I was pretty bad. Like grade 1 and kindergarten, I was like pretty troublemaker, but kind of eased out of that a little bit.
Yeah, that happened to me in grade 4 or 5.
And then I just petered out of that, and basically. By middle school, I was like a nerd. Basically, I didn't do shit. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, bro. Do you remember Miss Hindle's class, bro? We had that fucking... Was it Miss Hindle's class? I think it was Miss Hindle's class. We had that, like... We had to, like, make a castle.
Oh, yeah, grade
Who was it? What did he do again? What did that
Sheldon,
guy?
right?
Sheldon.
Yeah.
Sheldon.
Yo, isn't that... Okay, Sheldon's thing now. He, like, does some shit with, like, Six Buzz, I swear. No,
does he?
Was it Sheldon? I think
Six
it was
Buzz.
Yeah. But I think he does now.
Damn, that's crazy.
What does he do with Six Buzz?
He's a comedian. He was funny.
Yeah, he was.
He has a Six Buzz show?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to say who it is.
Oh.
But I'll tell you guys after. I'm pretty sure it's him. I think it is. But yeah, this guy Sheldon was a joker, bro.
Yeah.
He like mashed up her castle. Or
I can't remember what he did. Yeah,
bro. And it was fucking hilarious.
I think he fucked up somebody else's or something too.
He fucked up somebody's like project or something. Like he destroyed it, bro. Just because he was bored, like, and that shit was fucking hilarious to me, bro.
So even back then he was funny, and he's still funny.
Yeah. So just thinking about.
You know, I was thinking about too. That I think it was we had like pen pals that same year too, right? Do you remember who we had pen pals with?
Fuck these people
were they from Japan or something?
Some shit like that. And
but that's crazy that they said that shit. Did you ever have pen pals in school?
I think I might have. I know we had reading buddies.
Because I think about that now, and I think I thought about it like one time during the pandemic, like very intensely. Just this idea of like having a connection with somebody on the other side of the world that I didn't really know as a kid. Like that's really weird that we had that experience. Like we had pen pals, bro.
Yeah, like I remember being like, yo, I hope I get like a baddie. Like,
yeah.
But I don't remember who the fuck it was. It was some guy.
I don't remember anything about it. Yeah.
But I remember I remember some people who were sick. Like they would send them like Pokemon cards.
I got a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I remember that. Yeah.
I never got none of that shit. I was like, yo, am I a dick? I never got none of that shit, bro. Everyone's getting Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Pokemon cards. I'm like, I'm in it like, yo, what the fuck? Where's yo? Can you send me a Beyblade or something?
You guys are a little older than me. What toys were fucking
Beyblade
when you were in elementary?
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
Beyblade. And it's the same shit for me then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still around the
that
same
carried on. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I don't think anything changed.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think
Tamagotchis were pretty sick for a year or two.
I think the only thing was Bakugan that like our generation didn't have.
Yeah, we didn't do.
I don't know if you had that.
Bakugan.
Yeah.
Is that the?
Because
like
that was pretty
ball that you could like flick and then it opens up and.
Because I know that's.
Or sorry, it shoots marbles. Sorry.
You're talking about Beatamon, or Bakugan? What the fuck?
I think it's Beatamon.
Beatamon, those little like robot looking things that shoot the marbles.
Some shit like that. Yeah.
And you're trying to hit the thing in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I had one as a kid, but I was kind of older, so it phased out quick for me. You know, I was kind of like.
You know what show I just remember?
I copped one in grade 6, and then I just said, "Fuck it, this is weird."
Metabots.
Yeah, Metabots is crazy, bro.
Okay. Yeah, Metabots is sick. That was like a little wave, but barely.
That was my first like MSN password. I think.
Honestly, kids just used to play their Game Boy Advances, and that's what kids played at school.
Yeah, I remember
most part. Like Pokemon, you get the link cable and you trade and shit. That's what we used to do.
People were just getting robbed at school though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Realistically.
That was literally why a lot of teachers didn't want us to bring shit, because like it being stolen. Actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we weren't allowed to bring cards.
We weren't allowed to bring Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Beyblades, nothing, because people were robbing shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I remember like parents would be like pissed. They'd go to other parents' house and be like, "Yo."
Yeah.
I remember that happened to a couple mans I know.
I don't know what I
pulled up on their
parents pulled.
I don't know what I would do to handle that as a parent. It's a really weird thing, you know.
I'd be like, we're really talking about some Beyblades.
Yeah,
I'd be like, you're corny, bro. My kid did the right thing.
Yeah,
taking your kid's shit. Fuck you.
This just shows the characters of Scarborough kids in school, like stealing shit. Like, maybe that's every fucking kid.
It's every Scarborough.
No, okay.
Yeah, that's everywhere, bro. Because people are just jealous. Yo, there's envy, yo.
Yeah,
and
kids.
People want shit.
I mean, yeah, it's just like my parents didn't buy me this, so I'm gonna steal it from you.
Yeah,
kind of thing. Yeah, I feel that. I never stole anything as a kid, though.
Did I steal shit? I didn't really steal shit. Did I steal anything? I don't think I did.
I didn't steal from other people. I stole like shit from like stores or whatever. Like
I just stole shit from stores.
Yeah. I used to. I
think I told this story, but I remember just one day Jathu. I took money he dropped. This guy, but
he deserves it.
Yeah,
I would do that. I would steal money from him right now. I'm pretty sure.
He was a fucking dick, and he's like showing off all this money he had, and he dropped it in class, and I took it, and I bought everybody pizza at lunch.
No way.
Yeah. I gave money to Karan, and I was like, "Yo, get everybody pizza." And he's like, "Oh fuck, okay, cool." And I gave him I gave Karan like $40 to just.
What grade was this?
I'm like, keep this. I want to say like 7.
Okay.
7 or something like that.
You guys ordered a pizza to school?
There's like this pizza. Had like the blessed pizza. Like it was like what, like a 10-minute walk from the school. Maybe not even like.
You guys were allowed to leave?
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to leave at my school.
When we were older,
like I said. In grade 7, we weren't allowed to leave.
Yeah, we were allowed to leave.
You need to get a note from your parents to
you would need to be it would be either you stayed at school for lunch or you went home for lunch. And you said that out at the beginning of the year.
And then you don't actually go home. You go to get pizza.
Yeah.
Or do whatever.
Or do whatever the fuck you
want.
But
I mean, there wasn't much to do. You went home.
Usually went home. Yeah. I get a nut in.
Watching Rupert or some shit. You know,
bro.
Rupert.
I wouldn't nut watching Rupert. You'd watch Rupert and then maybe get a nut in or something. You know?
Yeah, there was nothing on at that time.
Nothing, or Hamtaro was on.
There's no kids shows at 12.
I remember those days. But then, once the internet came around, I just remember like going to Kevin's house and we just go to like, what was that set? The funny one where you watched the one with the squirrel.
Oh, Funny Junk.
Funny Junk or something like that. Or like we'd go over, everybody would pull up to Kevin's house, go on like Newgrounds.
True.
And we'd watch some like crazy fucking like adult videos.
Running out of time here. I think
oh true, yeah.
Let's since I only have, this is the last card, I'm just gonna talk about the oh my god, the Google Translate little thing real quick before we run out of time here. So basically, this is something I learned on YouTube, and it's actually, a lot of people know about this, and it's some weird fucking conspiracy. I don't know if it's a glitch or a conspiracy, but basically, if you go on, and we can even try this after, but it's fucking creepy. If you go on Google Translate and you select a couple different languages work, but most people do it Somali. So if you select Somali and you translate to English, and then you write specific broken sentences or gibberish that makes no sense, like at all, you just like write letters and you have spaces between them and you break them up, it'll translate it to actual fucking sentences in English. And people have been kind of like dissecting what different like gibberish phrases will translate to, and people have been noticing these weird phrases coming out of fucking Google Translate that like relate to like human trafficking and shit, and like some will be like, we need your help, or we're stuck in here, or some shit, and it makes no fucking sense. Like you just type letters in Somali and it translates to actual sentences. How is this possible? Is this some weird glitch? Is this like some weird, the AI, like Google Translate AI is like spewing out random sentences that maybe people type a lot, or what?
It's the Matrix.
It's so fucking weird. I almost want to show you guys off cam. It's just really weird.
It's the Matrix.
Yeah. It's just like, I wish I had a couple phrases in my head right now, but like there's like some that were like really sketchy. And there's like stuff about end of the world, like the world is ending, and then there'll be like Bible verses in between and shit, and some like weird satanic shit. And it's like Somali and Igbo, the two randomest languages. And people are like, okay, those are languages and most people don't speak, right? So they're like really back end hidden. So we're like, is Google like telling us something? Like,
it's the real world.
I don't know. Guys, try it for yourself. Go on Google Translate, go to Somali, Igbo, translate to English, and then even just do a couple Google searches about it. But if you just type random phrases, it'll spew out some fucking sentences that are weird, and it makes no sense.
I like toes.
Yeah.
Save us from the toes.
I don't know, man. There's some weird stuff. Anyways, we could wrap the pod here.
Wrap it here. Yeah. Okay, we're done with the pod, guys. Thanks for listening. Last Podcast, episode 73. We'll catch you guys next week. Thank you. Later.
Peace.